Yes. Back again. Yo, we keep a nice clock around here. Let's do this again. Yes. Back again. Coffee break with JN is back again. What a little coffee break swing. What a little Motown Philly. Coffee break going off. Not too hard pause, not too soft. Whoa, hello. Whoa, hello. Whoa, hello. Guys, parting is always such sweet sorrow. And if you didn't get enough of me today, there's always tomorrow. Welcome back to Coffee Break with JN. Yo, D Fish, you know it. Puppers keeps that clock. You know what I mean? Smiles, everyone. I'm ready for my close up. Mr. DeMille. Showtime, hold on. Showtime synergy. Yeah, we're jumping right into it, guys. Welcome back to Coffee Break with JN, where all your dreams come true, where you get to hang out with me, your favorite cartoonist from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and your caffeines. You know who you are, caffeines. Do I know who you are, caffeines? Where's the joint? I gotta clean up in here. You know who you are, caffeines, friends and regulars, not decaf. Coffee break with JN. Hello, welcome back to group. Welcome back to Tabernacle. Welcome back to where all of your problems get fixed. And just for an hour and 10 minutes of your week, things are all right. And I will give that to you. That is my gift to you guys. Hello, welcome back. I'm in my purple essence. I'm in my glow. You know what I mean? Oh, I like that one better. Guys, there's a whole bunch of superstars in the chat tonight. Hello, chat. Chat, how are you? This is one of my favorite parts of the program where I shout out my good buddies. If you've been rocking with me for any amount of time, you know I love you. If you've been rocking with me for any point in time, you know that I'm a giver. That a lot of you have nicknames or some sort of handle that I've thrust upon you. Pause. Let's do some shout outs. Yo, I'm under that Prince lamp. Oh, I'm my Thanos glow. I'm aura farming or whatever the kids. What's the new thing? Looks maxing. We can talk about that later. You get that bucket hat glow. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see who's in the chat. I see a lot of coffee cups. Yo, I see Tristan. What up, Tristan? Tristan got a lot of love last night on Pencil to Pencil. Good to see you, Tristan. We'll talk about you a little bit more as we go along. Fear talking S words. Hello. Comic fan who walks. Well, hello. Leon fan 2099 for the future. You know Miguel? Well, hello. Sandra Peel. Well, hello. Horatio Hell Pop. Well, hello. Yo, I see Joseph. One crazy day here. Hoping everyone else had a great one. Yo, it's great now that we're here together for another group. You know about group. You know, every other Thursday, 9 p.m. EST, we meet at the rec center in the general purpose room. You know, if you get here early, you get to park out front. Always try to grab the spot with the broken parking meter, you know, with the paper bag over it. They never check it. Park there. Hello, Joseph. Yeah, I see D Fish. D Fish had an awesome day. D Fish has been having an awesome time about these days. Guys, I said this last night. I'll say it in my program, my fine program. Give it up to D Fish, who is a Silver Rubin nominee. And all that will take place at the Rubens Awards and Conferences this summer in August in Columbus, Ohio. Congrats to D. Also, congrats to Stone Cold Steve Conley, who also is nominated for a Silver Rubin. Well, hello. Yo, I see Ronaldo. Capo, what up? It's the salute the Glizzy Capo. It is Jamar time. Yes, it is. Sean Chai, hello from the land down under. Sean Chai, what time is it in Australia? What time is it in Auslan? I see America. This is you, Tom Zoller. Hello, Tom Zoller. It's always good to see you, my friend. That's right. Everybody gets love in the chat, y'all. I see Cruz and Bill. Well, hello, Cruz and Bill. We saw you last night on Pencil to Pencil. Cruz and Bill asks, has there always been two streams? And I just didn't know, or is this a different type? I think it's curious that Coffee Break has gotten around you. Coffee Break with JN, I think somebody answered this in the chat, but Coffee Break with JN is my solo live cast on the Pencil to Pencil channel. You may hear me if you hang around after I tell you what this is, because you might just rage quit. This is another part of the JNN Jamar Nicholas Network. I don't know if you know this, but I produce Pencil to Pencil. I also produce a whole lot of other stuff. On top of being a cartoonist in good standing, I also have way too many projects. So this is where every other Thursday, that might have thrown you off, I come on here and I drink a cup of coffee and I run my mouth. And you know what happens when I'm out of coffee? Video over. So this is the Gen X hour. Don't know how old you are, but I'm sure you can relate. We get to kick it, talk amongst our community. There's no drawing, but there's lots of jawing. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Tristan. The Coffee Break community is fantastic. And you may have heard this already. You know the caffeines. Let me finish my intros. Thank you so much. Dollar Bill, y'all. What up, Bill O'Donnell? Good to see you. Ronaldo says there's different objectives. Yo, Joe. Let's see what else we got in here. Tristan answers the question. Oh man, Coffee Break is like a community-led history lesson. And just, man, it's like hanging out with your best friends you grew up with. Actually, I like that. Actually. Roger. I love it. So now I gotta, because the chat is so thick with two C's, I gotta cut through all the talk. It has nothing to do with me. Yo, Bros, what up, Bros? That's right. You saw the dog is my producer when the Roringos aren't around. Let's see who else is in here. Yo, it may be April, but it's always July when my man Julian light over the building. Yo, salute the general. What up, July? Good to see you, my man. Oh, so we do a sipper? All right, guys. That's the first sip of the night. Get your sippers ready. Also, as you know, when we're sipping coffee, you can sip whatever you want at Coffee Break, but you don't come empty-handed. You gotta have something in the hand pause. So as we get our sippers together, guys, tell us what are you sipping on tonight? What's your sip? And also, we haven't done this in a while. Does anybody have Tabersnackles? What did you bring the snack on while we do this? Let's hear it in the chat. All right, you guys get that together. Let's do our sipper. For the first sip of the night is a dual sipper. We'll do two sips from my man, by God, it's Stone Cold Steve Conley and 4D Fish for their Silver Rubin nominations. Guys, sip of coffee. Pinkies out. Shout out to my old school Astro Boy mug. This ain't old school, but I've had this so long it's fading. This watch so hot, smoking. In Philadelphia is $50. Sip of coffee to them. All right, let's see. Who else did I miss? That's right. Ronaldo says it's about time Conley got recognized in his middle age. Now, don't let Conley fool you. He's very humble. He's very earnest. But Conley's had his fair share of nominations. I'm always rooting for everybody. Yo, I see Paul Pate. What up, Paul Pate? Good to see you, Paul Pate. And also, this is interesting. when you see, not like anybody's paying attention to what I'm doing, which allows me to go go about my civilian life unbothered. But I say this every week on my programs. I wear a lot of hats, y'all, especially at the NCS, National Cartoon Society. I say it every week. Somebody should say to the chat, "Oh, that's right. He's the second vice president, not like of all time." On the board of directors, there's a couple of vice presidents. I am the second. I'm also the chapter chair of Philadelphia. So I show no bias. I don't know who's won. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't want to know. But when I got the email, just like everybody else, I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. And I say, congrats to all the nominees. That's all you're getting out of me. And if you know me, I'm very fair. I'm very balanced. I don't play favorites. Everybody's my favorite. And so I just say good luck to everybody. What a cool thing. Sean Shai says it's 11:17 a.m. tomorrow in Australia. So just, I hope I look good tomorrow at 11 a.m. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? That's right. No rage quitting tonight. Sean Shai says it's also next month. It's also May in Australia. And people, let me tell you, next month, Marty, we've got to do something about your kids. Yes, thank you. Coffee Break is my solo John. That's right. Fortnightly. And you know what? I think I do all right, right? Not only do I herd all the cats on pencil to pencil, I also hold it down solo here. Thank you, Bill. You know what? This wasn't the give Jay and his flowers night, but I'll accept them. Bill says Coffee Break definitely helped out a lot when COVID lockdown was in effect. I held y'all down during COVID. I was doing this every week. I did Coffee Break every week. We did 2 pencil to pencils every week. I was on this joint. Pause. Coffee Break is chilling. P2P is chilling. Okay. Oh no, it wasn't doing that. Coffee Break is JN chilling. P2P is JN working. Well, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I'm definitely the hummingbird brain is definitely going when I'm doing call. And a shout out to Steve again. Sean Steve does a really great job of kind of backing up the whole process. Of kind of, you know, he really helps cover the spread. Oh, what we eating? Oh, okay, hold on. So Paul Pate says he already brushed his teeth. That's a wrap for the night. Ronaldo is munching on Jack's cheese curls. Yo, that's straight bodega snacks. Yo, let's do a. Hold on, I'm gonna do a poll. First poll of the night, you guys. It's like 23 minutes in, and we just getting started. Hold on, let me find my joint. They got a lot of new stuff here. Let's do a poll. What is your favorite cheese curl? All right, let me populate the joints. Number one is Jack's. The next will be what, Cheetos, and then what about uh there's other types of cheese curls, right? Hold on, I'm like I'm blanking out. What the kind of cheese or Takis are cheese curls? Or let's just do let's just do these two. All right. And so the new thing on Coffee Break with Jay, and now there are polls in StreamYard. So you put a 1 or 2 in the chat and it will populate. Let's see who's going to win the race. What is your favorite cheese curl, Jack's or Cheetos? And then you know, I'll tell you about mine. So you just got to put 1 or 2 in the chat and it'll start populating. You know, people jumped on that. This is real time, y'all. This is like a race to the finish. I see Jax is in the lead. Cheetos is trailing. I will say while you guys populate this, guys, remember put a one or a two in the chat. We'll tell you in the poll where we're leading. Or some of you aren't cheese curl folks? How dare you? How dare you? Only three people have entered this process. All right, there you go. There you go. Now we're neck to neck. All right, I'm so behind on the chat. Let me try to catch up. Jax is superior. Cheetos inferior. uh, so also, all right, hold on a second. There's a lot going on here. I'm gonna have to catch up. So Ronaldo, while you guys are doing that, Ronaldo says, I met you and Hawthorne at the tail end of COVID and was like, what? I've been missing out on this podcast? Yes. So Ronaldo is referring to on my Patreon. If you see the John over here, there's a QR code that goes right to my Patreon. Another thing that I do is a couple of video projects for my Patreon. One is called It Ain't Hard to Tell with superstar comic artist Mike Hawthorne. Another one is my Monday morning constitutional, where I give you that good word, that affirmation for your week. I also have something that I realize I haven't done any since 2023, 22, called Thank You for Having Me, which is my one-on-one interview show. You can find all that on my Patreon. It's very international, isn't it? That's right. The administrator of this facility is very busy. Oh, no, no, Notorious JRD just showed up. What up, Notorious JRD? Oh, sipping. We got back to sipping. I'm going on back in time here. D Fish is sipping a big assed bottle of that clear American sparkling water. Wild cherry. Nice. Sean Chai sipping on Pepsi Max, and my snack is chocolate trail mix. That's a flavor combo. Bill doing some cold brew pretzel twists. Nice. Ronaldo asked NCS questions. Does that mean if the president has a pencil accident, you become vice president? Well, no. If something happens to the vice president, I become vice president. So there's the president, the vice president, the second vice president, third vice president, the secretary, the treasurer, and then there's the national rep. And when I started, I was third vice president. So I've already had a chair shift. Let's see. So JRD says, I like the four-way boss draw jam with Steve Rude last night. Thank you. It was fun. I hope you guys got to see my finished piece. I did a Kirby-style Doctor Doom. It was fun. And again, another shout out to Steve Conley, who just him being kind of like able to kind of doctor some of the stuff and move some of the things around on the dashboard and just kind of take some of the weight allowed me to really kind of get into that drawing. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right. So we're at Jax is in the lead on this cheese curl bowl. Jardy also says, I love the Hers jalapeno popper cheese puffs. Yo, shout out to Cheetos brand puff. I guess it's not the curl, it's the puffed air ones. Also, there's like some Bobo brand puffs. I think they might be Hers. They're like $2. They used to be $2. Now they're like two something. I try not to eat that stuff, but Tristan says he's never had Jax. Is Jax a regional snack? Somebody look that up. Bill says Jax is Bachman's, Cheetos is Frito Lay. Uh, D Fish was always seems cheese doodles. Oh, those are the little crunchy joints, right? Yo, if we had a bunch of kids here right now, they would all scream if you said Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Flamin' Hot Cheetos is a whole mood with kids. Yo, Tio Michael, what up, Uncle Mike? Hola, peeps. Been swamped at work tonight, but I made it. You made it. Good to see you. The comic fan who walks says every draw and John. He says John is draw and jaw, but I should call it draw and John. Is great. Last night was definitely fire. Yes, sir. Um, let's just make sure we get the title right. It's draw and jaw, like talking, not John. Which I could see how that would happen because I say John all the time. Paul Pate says, I might go to the Rubens thinking about it. That's good. You should think about it. If you're not an NCS member, there is a non-member ticket price for programming and or the awards ceremony. So go to NCS, go to www.nationalcartoonist.org and check that out. Thank you. I got some Doom props. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You need that on a shirt. I don't know how I feel about that. Yo, the Ringos have checked in. I need a doorbell. Bing bong. Hello, producer Suze. If Suze has checked in, that means Matt is not too far behind. Pause. How are you, Suze? Uncle Mike says all of the artwork was great. Awesome seeing you stretch your comic book muscles. Thank you very much. You know what, Mike? I'm glad you brought that up because I've been feeling like um, I'm not drawn enough for you guys. You know, it's not even for me to say, "Hey, go to the store and buy my books." Why don't you? People are like, "Oh, right, he's a cartoon." Books. So I'm getting over that and trying to draw more for you guys. Super wait, super puffy pause. Yeah, what's super puffy? Yo, E, what up, E? E's one of my favorite editors of all time. Eric has checked in. I don't know Jack's Jack, not that big one. Cheetos either. You don't like a cheese curl? You good, you good. Oh, wait, Utz makes cheese puffs? What are they called? And oh, you know what? The third thing I should have said was cheese cheese balls, pause. Like that big apothecary. Apothecary. I can never say that word. That big jar with just like those cheese balls that just wreck the inside of your mouth. Pause. Giant pause. Issa's just ate dinner, but now I'm craving a good Reuben sandwich. Oh, not Reuben jokes. You know we don't like Reuben jokes, but I do enjoy a Reuben sandwich. Oh, Utz makes the cheese balls. How did we get here, y'all? How did we get here? That's fantastic. Yeah, that jar is crazy. All right, guys. Last call for this poll. So, guys, last call for this ones and twos. What is your favorite cheese curl? Put a one in chat for Jax and a two for Cheetos. And it seems like Jax is winning, but at the same time, nobody's had them. So you guys got to make that make sense. Planters cheese balls. Yeah, I knew. See, that's what I couldn't remember. So I guess there could have been four. There's the Utz giant like party ball party bowl of balls, and there's a Planters cheese balls that come in a can. Where were you guys when I couldn't think of this stuff? Yes, right. Planters always comes in that small metal tin. All right, Sue's gonna bring us back. All right, let's see what we got here. It is a is it a dead heat? It's 50-50. Somebody's gotta break this. We can't end the poll with a tie. Somebody break this. Just put us over the edge here. Um, and then we'll lock this up. All right, let me try to clear my screen, guys. There's a lot of stuff on here. Hide that. All right, Cheetos just ekes it out in a nail biter. Hold on, it's changing. Like, can you change your score? I'm gonna end this in 30 seconds. Right now, Cheetos is leading 6-3, and there's like 30 people in this chat. So what's up? Oh, hold on, I gotta put this up. That was a good one, JRD. He set that up. All right. So I think we ended. Oh, I got rid of the poll, but Planner. No, sorry, Cheetos eked it out at the end. Good job. All right. So you guys, this is interesting. I saw this uh, reel the other day, and I didn't think much about it, but I think I shared it with Dollar Bill y'all, and it made me think. And it was this really quick video of this middle-aged gentleman who was in the Costco. You know the clothes stacks at the Costco or the Sam's Club or the BJ's Pause, wherever you do your wholesale big container shopping. And he was putting on like a windbreaker, like a quarter zip or whatever, and he was like, and the caption over it said, "When you get to the age that you get your clothes from Costco." And he was like, this was nice. And I'm going to go on record by saying there's nothing wrong with Costco clothes. You get some come ups at the Costco. So I wanted to talk about that. Are we that far going, you guys, that you may go to, I don't know, do you go to the Costco and rather than getting your 2 gallon drum of cheese whiz, because people still make those wholesale warehouse club jokes. I'm gonna go to the Sam's Club and buy a basketball court and a pool in 7 containers of ketchup. When you go, or if maybe some of you don't go to the warehouse club, do you get clothes from there? Let's discuss. Yo, even the brands. Bill says the Kirkland branded hoodies sell out in a hot second. That's like it's like a new, no, it's not new, but that's kind of like a legit name brand now. Yo, I got this Kirkland Tech sweatsuit. It's fire. JRD says I shop at BJ's. Pause. Sue says Costco clothes are awesome. He says, I will freely admit that I've brought jeans for work at Costco. I love it, y'all. Like we're totally being Gen Xers right now. Of course, you got jeans from Costco. Trista says, just got the Costco membership recently, and I really haven't checked. Yo, you're doing yourself a disservice. Next time you go to Costco, make a beeline for the stacks. JRD says, I wish Costco had a big and tall. You're very correct. I've been there several times, and we're more like a Sam's family here, but I've spent some time in the Costco in my day, and I fancy myself a Costco shopper. And sometimes you find like a really nice layup, and it's just the wrong. It's just like if they, especially with pants. I don't know what it is about guys' pants, but they might have like a double X shirt, but the pants always stop at like 40. We don't need to get into all of that, but like I was a 40 in college. Pause. Sue says they used to have the best PJs, as we say in the house. Is that feel how soft? Feel this. Feel how soft that is. Yo, shout out to Matt Waringo. The mighty Waringo dynasty is in effect. Matt says, I get a lot of clothes at Costco. My favorite winter coat included. Sean Shai says, I have sensory issues, so I need to be able to try anything on before I buy it. All right, I respect that. Outside of that, if I can afford it and I like it, I don't care what the store is. All right. Ronaldo says, closest Costco to us is 1.5 hours away. Do you have anything else in your area? Do you have like a sometimes they kind of have like out in Philly or outside of Philly, they have like the restaurant warehouse, and they have like this thing called Jetco. It's kind of like, say you run a bodega or like a corner store, or you have a church or someplace, you can go to this kind of like nondescript warehouse, and you go in with a pallet, like a pallet cart, and just fill up with the same stuff you get from BJ's, and you roll out. So, do you have something to that equivalent? Bill says, I got Rutgers University branded swag cheaper at Costco than at Rutgers itself. Yes. Matt says, I'm bummed Costco stopped selling books and movies. Yes, I am too, because they had Leon the Extraordinary at Costco on the book table, and that was thrilling, y'all. I gotta say, somebody was like, I think they told me, or somebody started, or maybe it was the P and Dubs. Shout out to the P and Dubs, my people from the Pacific Northwest, who were like, "Yo, we're at Costco. Yo, they got mad Leon books up in here." I was like, "Cop as many as you can." But yeah, they got rid of that, and I heard that they were starting to bring it back, but not in the same capacity. That was good. Bill says they do holiday book tables. The books come out for November and December, but that's about it. Uh, Sue says, "Yes, yes, we got a lot of VCU stuff at Costco, and they are the best." D Fish says, I've not been in years, but that stinks, Matt. Their books and movies were what I loved. Yeah, you know what? It's not the same. I used to love going to Sam's Club, and I would like immediately break off from the family and go directly to the shiny moving objects aisle, like the TVs and the video games. And this, especially when we're going to Sam's Club, and this, I'll show you the era. I was collecting for the Xbox 360. And I think PS3 was kind of out, but they didn't really rock with them like that. And that's where they usually get the grandmas, like with those really like Bobo bundles. They would try to. We should talk about that when people try to like keel haul you with really bad bundle deals around the holidays. Like, I think like QVC was on TV, and this is like a while ago, and they were trying to sell like the Nintendo Wii with all of this garbage, extra peripheral stuff. It was all trash, and it was like $700, and they were selling out because grandma don't know. Tell grandma don't buy those bundles. Grandma, nobody's playing Hot Wheels Super Race. Help me out. But anyway, uh, that's right. Zombie apocalypse equals Costco. We're not even talking about the hot dogs, Ronaldo. We're not even talking about glizzies yet. Um, Tristan is talking to Sue. Look, everybody talking to each other. Nobody want to talk to me. Um, but yeah, the warehouse club used to always get a lot of sass because people were like, "Oh, what do you need in Sam's Club? That's dumb. Who needs a 50-pound drum of mayonnaise?" But that's Come on. That's not really how it works in there. It's kind of true. But one thing that I know about the Sam's Club in my area is that there'll be almost like a zombie line, the how they're just kind of like hovering in place in the uh, in the food section, waiting for the hot rotisserie chickens to drop. And I've seen some stuff, y'all. I remember when I went over there once, and somebody had like 3 shopping carts full of rotisserie chickens. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, how many roto chickens do you need? So shout out to rotisserie chickens. Um, like the chat just shut down, and y'all talking about something else. I can leave, and you guys can just finish out if you want. Um, but yeah, so I guess we have come to the conclusion that yes, clothes from Costco are pretty good, and they're pretty dope. I've gotten a lot of really cool things there, but you just don't go to go shopping for clothes. You just kind of stumble across stuff. Actually, I think this is a Kirkland, and this is dope, man. Come on. Ronaldo, oh, hold on. I'm sorry, Ronaldo. Jared D says warehouse clubs have settled as their own groove, and the crazy sizes are now just at restaurant supply places. Yes, see, Jared D always knows. The keeper of the scrolls. Sam's Club pretzels are no joke. I've never had one. Oh, I'll tell you this. The last time I was at Sam's. I saw you waiting online, Matt, for a rotisserie chicken. That's so cool. Um, but yeah, okay. I this is wild. This was a little while ago, and I have a membership to Sam's Club, and now everything's very like you have to do stuff on the app, and you got to sign in for the app, and they changed the way the concession stand works. Right, because usually remember before you could just go and you could pay for your stuff and maybe pay for a cup at the register, and then just go over there and fill your joint, right, and just dip. But now, especially in a lot like in the Sam's Club in my area, there's hardly any actual people that boop you. They're all self-checkouts. So I was kinda having like a little bit of a sugar low, and I was like, "Yeah, I need to go get something." So I go to the concession stand and I stand in front of the clerk lady, and she was like, "Sorry, you gotta order it with the app." I'm like, "Order what?" Like, you can't say to this person, "Can I get a slice of pizza and a fountain soda?" You gotta, get on the thing. I cannot get the app to work. Like, I think I just left. That's how bad it was. Like, I kept trying to get these updates, and then the thing wouldn't send me my two-step verification. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna crash out in the Sam's Club." $5 dollar bill knows the $5 chickens are no joke. Tristan says, "I've got 3 kids, 1 on the way. Congrats. Wifey and pops. Wholesale market's been a game changer. I need to check the Yo, you're doing yourself a disservice, bro. Go in there, you get you like a whole running suit, get you a nice sweater for the holidays, and even like some branded sports stuff for your local sports team. And the stuff is, I bet you, Tristan, check me. Next time you go to Costco or wherever you go, and you go to the clothes and you find something, I bet you're gonna go, JN, this was dumb cheap. What have I been missing all these years? Sean Chai says, growing up rural in a large family, going into town for groceries was a pain and expensive. We absolutely needed to buy in bulk, yes. And we have arrived, the hot dog, a fountain drink, $1.50 meal. Glizzy and a soda. That's so popular. There's somebody made T-shirts. Street taco kit. How about the pizza? Would you ever buy the pizza from there? Because I think you can buy like the big pizzas you take home and put in your oven like a tombstone. But also, I think they have them up at the concession too. Like you buy some hot and readies. Do you mean that literally? Also, the old CEO said that if the CFO raised the price of the hot dog, he'd kill him. Imma kill him. Yeah, so wait, they don't have a touch order kiosk at Sam's. You know what? I'll just say, man, I tried to order the stuff and I couldn't do it without logging in, and I was just like, "Yo, I have money in my hand. What are you doing?" Yeah. You know what? The best frozen pizza I've copped is from Aldi's. We haven't talked about Aldi's in a long time. Shout out to Aldi's. Yeah, I think that's what should have worked. Maybe something was up, but I couldn't. Yeah, something's going on. Bill says Costco does have the cargo khakis with the zip off and breakaway cargo shirt. Be careful with those. Yo, shout out to iCall Shogun. What up, Shogun? Shout out to the PM Dubs. PM Dubs, I call Shogun says they do offer the glizzy with the water instead of the soda. Oh, they're looking out for your health and well being. Sunshine says, "Oh yes, me and a mate occasionally make a trip to Costco just for the hot dog. We don't even go in the store." Cruiser Bill, hold on. Cruiser Bill says, "Once a month, I swing by Costco for lunch and grab a glizzy and a pizza slice." Can you double decker glizzy? Can you rapid snack at the same time? Mm. How do we? I didn't know we were going to talk about Costco the rest of the episode. The Costco pieces can be ordered ahead of time so you can have it hot ready. I'm gonna call you hot ready, Bill O'Donnell. Oh, Walmart has a Detroit style frozen pizza that's really good. You know what? The time I shout out to Walmart. The Walmart Plus membership rivals you Bezos folks. Like Walmart. It's all crap, right? It's all bad. But I have a newfound respect for Walmart. You know, they get the job done. But I don't really mess with I don't really mess with the food though. I stalk them for Blockies, Transformers, and GI Joe classifieds. Hold, hold. Nice, good to hear it, Shogun. Oh, Bill says I'm so salty they took away the chopped onion auger for the toppings bar. Yo, they don't do onions. You know what? They don't do onions anymore. They also don't give you lemon at the Dunkin' anymore. Like, say if you got a unsweet iced tea, they don't. I think there's like a what you call it, a health thing. They don't those lemons. You don't know where they've been, so they don't do lemons anymore. Yo, what up, Tim Fielder? Respect the architect. Tim says I gotta buy a Costco membership. Really overdue. Yes, sir. I mean, I don't know what they have in your area. They're all the same, to be honest. Yes, that is true. I use my AIRP card for discounts at Wally World. Dude, if you have a Wall Plus and an AARP card, you get W Plus for about $50. Yes, sir. Yo. In Mother Russia, lemon squeeze you. That's right. That's hilarious. Shogun says Costco here just got the deli mustard back, but it's not the same deli mustard. It's like yellow mustard with some mustard seeds. There's like a kid in the back border and pestling it. They took the mustard away. Did they just put it in that little deli cup and you just take it with you? You don't. I saw some video. I don't remember. It might have been a ballpark or something, but somebody took. It was some sort of outside concession. It could have been like, I don't know, like a beer fest or some sort of gathering, but they had like a glizzy line, and then they had condiments like hanging from the seat, like the rafters. and these bladders. So it was almost like you would like you would milk your condiments onto your glue. And somebody said the reason they do that is that it keeps it cleaner than you like picking the thing up and doing that, or there being relish all over the floor. Yes, okay. Shogun says they had yellow and deli style until COVID, then dropped back just to yellow. Well, Shrimps has got the monocle. Interesting. I'm interested in this. That's my Alucard voice from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I am interested in this. That's great. You know, also I'm interested in Sue's report to the dance floor. You have a Sue's pose to do. Uh, Uncle Mike's been quiet tonight. Tio Mike says, I used to cop the golden mustard packs from Firehouse Subsidies anytime I bought a hot sauce. He was just like, just tuck those. Ronaldo says, no one better clip that video and use it for something nefarious. Not me for certain, though. Shogun says, I was excited to see the deli style back, but my disappointment ended with what little faith I had left in corporations. Not the deli mustard. Are any of you guys like hot sauce connoisseurs? All right, we're not gonna get into hot sauce. I'm running out of coffee. Okay. You know what to do, you guys. We're about to get ready. We're about to climb aboard the mothership for a fantastic voyage. Let me get my assets together. Let me get my assets in line. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for this? I put my hand upon your chip, then I dip. You dip. We dip. Sue's pose. It's very Lynchian, isn't it? Sue's pose. That was awesome. Good job. Good job. That's a good one. Oh, you're talking about Cholula. I do like a hot sauce. Is it Frank's? Thanks. Tio Michael asks, does Philly eat red onions like New York? Nah, not really. And you know what? People don't really. People don't. No, no. I can't think of anybody that does. Even like at a glizzy stand, usually they'll do kind of like what is that? Like it's kind of like wet onions and like and I forget what it's called. Like you get a glizzy with like sauteed onions, and then there's like I guess it's like ketchup, but it's like I forget what one of you guys knows. Ronaldo's like the glizzy king. You know what it is. Sue's post. Whoa. You know, I like hot sauce as much as the next guy. I do like a good Cholula. I got some Frank's Red Hot. I told you guys about when I got paid in hot sauce for a freelance job back in the early aughts. I think I threw it out of spite, but I wish I kept it because I could have used some onion. I mean, use some hot sauce. Oh yeah, white raw onions like that they used to have at Sam's Club. You know, you'll see on a glizzy, but not like red onions. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like in Philly when like salt pepper ketchup is one word. Like you get fries with salt pepper ketchup. It's just I'll have to find that out. I might look at this real quick. What and red on a hot dog. The algorithm hates me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, here you go. The onion and red. I put it into Google. What is the onion and red on a hot dog? The onion and red on a hot dog, often called New York City style red onion sauce or hot onions, is a tangy, sweet, and savory relish made from onions simmered in a red sauce, typically consisting of tomato paste, vinegar, water, and spices. Yes. Yes. There you go. That's from Doggo agrees. E says, I keep 6 or 7 hot sauces on deck for different occasions. You guys ain't playing around. I like you got to keep that on you. All right, you guys, let's start landing this plane. This was fun. I have no idea how we talked about Costco for an hour, but it was fun. Still got some stuff to do before we get out of here. But we're going to start, I'll get the landing gear down so we can land this plane. Chad's talking about sriracha. That was like a popular Target shirt for a long time, the sriracha rooster. And people, I think people were fronting. People ain't really down with sriracha like that. But I also think that some people remember the old cartoon. You remember A Time for Timer? Hankering for a hunk of cheese. You know all that stuff. You remember the one Schoolhouse Rock song? Was it a Schoolhouse Rock? It was in that vein. Don't drown your food. He knows what I'm talking about. I load up my glizzies with onions, but I do not like that New York onion business. I do not like that. I would not put New York onions on my dog. I would not put New York onions on a frog. Uh, D Fish says that is a random glory that is coffee break. Question not the reasoning of doom. I see what you did there. That's great. Um, but yeah, I wonder if um, yeah, I'll let it go. Yeah, don't drown your food in mayo or ketchup or goop. Mayo. Uh, yeah, with the Western themed characters, that was an ABC commercial on Saturday mornings. That wasn't called, that wasn't Schoolhouse Rock. Suze is checking out. Good night, boo. Good to see you. We're gonna wrap this up in a second. But yeah, that's something that you kind of need to learn. Like especially what I talked about, salt, pepper, ketchup. If you go to the corner store, or as the kids like to say, the Poppy store or the Aki store, and you order, so this is very Philly related. Anytime you get French fries, they're drowned in hot salt, pepper, and ketchup, and you just kind of almost have to like fish the French fries out of there, and that's delicious on its own right. I cannot eat anything that way because it'll just destroy my blood sugar readings. Right? Ketchup will get you, y'all. Ketchup is got so much sugar in it, it's ridiculous. But that's one of those things that you learn the hard way. Like you're like, I'm gonna take a nap. That's what the itis is, y'all. Your blood sugar rose too fast, and now your body's shutting down. That's what the itis is. You gotta watch yourself. Don't drown your food. Don't drown your food in hot sauce. And like I know a couple of folks who go to the sushi spot. They look at you through the curtain when they see you like asking for more soy sauce. You don't need more soy sauce. Stop putting so much soy sauce on your stuff. You're you're killing the flavor of the stuff because you're putting too much junk on it. Don't drown your food, y'all. You got me out of pocket. All right, let me do some stuff before we get out of here, guys. Oh, I'm gonna fit this in. I'm gonna fit this in because I love you guys the most. Tristan, tell them about your Jamar Creed. I'm gonna do a raffle, y'all, and then we're gonna get out of here because that's I'm feeling generous tonight. So if you guys have been rocking with me, you know that I am have been wants to do a raffle, right? And now StreamYard allows me to do this cool stuff like you guys put a certain word into the chat and then it'll spin the wheel and somebody is going to win a FREE Jamar Crate. You know the splendors of the Jamar Crate. I take things from my studio, I put them in a box, I send them to you. You get a little piece of me at home. And it's the thrill of a blind box. It's it's the aches of a teen, the thrill of being a boat. It's Teen Boat. Shout out to Dave Roman and John Patrick Green. Um, Tristan says, "Oh man, but Jamar Crate was fantastic. What a treat! There's a bunch of mystery bags in there, Transformers that I've yet to open. I got a full size GI Joe. I got comic books. Yo, you got hooked up. I got a drawing pencils. I got a sketchbook. Yo, super hype. That's what's up. I put money in there. I don't think I put money. So, guys, what do you think? Should we do a raffle? Yes, I think we should. So let's do this on our way out, guys. Let me put this on the screen. Now, if you guys know, you guys know how this works. Is I'm going to put the phrase it pays on the screen. I don't see it. Hold on, let me find it. I'm going to put the that phrase that pays on the screen, and you have to type it verbatim into the chat. Hashtag Costco close. Hashtag Costco close. Start typing, y'all. Don't think about it. Don't smile and put a thumbs up emoji. Type Costco close in all caps into the chat. That is the only way you enter. Right. And one of you lucky caffeines will get a Jamar Crate sent to you post haste. So on top of all the things that I do and forget about that I said I was going to do, Bill, is uh, I don't want to double up on these, so I'm not doing another raffle until the last raffle goes out. So Tristan won. It was a couple months ago. Was it a month, 2 months ago, a month and a half ago? And I sent him his crate. He's very happy. Now I will do another one. Yo, what up, Angel? I didn't even know you were here. Shout out to the big homie. And this is the splendor of Coffee Break with JN. That's what brings to you. That's right, all caps when you say the man's name. You guys, come on, Ronaldo. You know how this works. All caps, you guys. And after a while, I will press the button, and then we will see who wins. And then I'm going to go and log off after I finish this coffee. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us again. If you forget, I don't know how you forget. Every other Thursday, I'm here, 9 p.m. EST. I know we're all super busy now that we can go outside again. But, I put up a notification. You would know that if you are subscribed to the Pencil to Pencil channel on YouTube. You get the notification. But some of y'all just be guessing. Y'all playing. Stop playing. Correct your actions. Fix your face. All right, let's check this out. See what we're doing. Oh, hot. And speaking of Al Cap, Jared, do you mean Andy Cap? One of my favorite comic strips. That's right. Angel puts it on his calendar in the kitchen next to the refrigerator. Yo, coffee break is this week. We sipping. Speaking of Al Cap, Andy Cap, shout out to Smythe. Hot fries or another solid snack. Shout out to Pub Fries. You know what? Kids don't even know about Andy Cap. They know about hot fries. They don't even make pub fries, or if they do, I don't see them. I used to love pub fries. I didn't like hot fries so much. I don't need a bag of hot. I don't know how y'all do that, messing up your taste buds. All right, guys, what are we working with here? I only see 9 entries. Really? There's like 40 of y'all in here. Are y'all not playing? That's right, all caps. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sean Chai says, I don't forget, but I lose track of time and miss it. Well, I'll give you a pass because you're on a whole other hemisphere. Oh, put alert on her phone. I love it. I haven't seen pub fries since. Ronaldo says, I used to go to school with a kid who would get 3 bags of hot fries and a chocolate milk every day for lunch. Yep. I respect that. Thank you. Ross, come on, bro. Let's go. All right, we got 10 entries. I'm gonna shut this off in a second because y'all playing. And also, if you've won one before, it's fine. You can win again. I'm not keeping track. That's another reason I put this prompt in here because it's just hard enough to look at that you'd spell it wrong. Oh, hers makes Chicky and Pete's crab fries chips. That's a lot. Shout out to Chicky and Pete's, another Philadelphia staple. Yo, come on, July. You know, get with it. All right, guys, 30 more seconds, and we're going to shut this off. Let's go. I'm trying not to drink the last of this coffee, guys. I'm waiting for y'all. This was a lot of fun. This was so much fun that it's got my heart beating. Oh, that's the wrong joy. Got my heart beating. All right. This was good. 14 is a good number. All right. All right. You guys ready? And congrats to all the people that have entered. And remember, a buck that played, oh, I messed it up. What did I say? A buck that bought the bottle could have won the lotto. All right. So let's go. Drum roll, please. Come on, drum roll. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? What? D Fish! D Fish, you won! Everything's coming up, D Fish. You said you had a great day. You had a greater day. Look at that. That's right. Whoever wins is well deserved. Look at that. That's really cool. Good job. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Yeah, that's great. D Fish, you're gonna enjoy that. Wait, where's D? Did D leave? Oh, there you go. Wow. The internet gods are smiling upon you. Congrats, D Fish. So what is going to happen next is that you are going to email me and give me your info, and I will send you a Jamar crate. Done deal. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for playing. and D, you got to get in touch with me. I'm not chasing y'all. I'm too old for that. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the love. Everybody's so high. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, awesome. All right, guys, we did it. Let's say goodnight, John Boy. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go walk my dog. Actually, I have more work to do because you know how the studio never shuts down, y'all. There's always stuff to do. All right, so let's. All right, so let's start this countdown. That's right. Thank you, Tio Mike. So good night, John boy. All right. You've been watching Coffee Break with JN, with your boy JN. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Yeah, tell him the page grind is real, always real. But before I leave, we talked a little bit about all the stuff I do and what I do and how I do it. I also have a lot of nicknames. Also being a proud Philadelphian in good standing. Let's rattle off some of my names. The administrator of this facility. It's coming. Uh, John Cena. Uh, Philly Seymour Hoffman. I haven't done Johnny Carson in a long time. I think if I do more of my one-on-ones, I'll do Johnny Carson again. Just give me that. Give me those flowers, Bill. I appreciate that. Philly Donahue. In what way? And also the taster's choice, Pope John Paul. There you go, Ronaldo. And the captain of the USS Coffee Break, John Luke Picard. That's also a good one. There are 4 cakes. 4 Johns. What what happened here tonight? You got to hang out with me and my caffeines. You watched me drink a cup of coffee and run my mouth. Now that I'm out of coffee, somebody wake up Hicks. See you guys in a fortnight. Join the Patreon. You have no excuse. Good night, guys.